My name is Paul, and on today's episode we're going to ask you the question, is fasting healthy? Now, the first thing you need to know is that fasting is exactly what it says, certain periods without eating. Now, there are multiple ways to fast. There's an option of things like 24-hour fast, which is a whole day, or 16-hour fast, 8-hour feed, where you might fast for 16 hours of the day and then eat for 8 hours of the day, sort of intermittent fasting. Now, there are many benefits to fasting, but first of all, let me talk a little bit about my experience. Last year I fasted for I did intermittent fasting, for about 4 months. So every day I'd only eat for an 8-hour period in the day, sometimes as small as 6 hours or 5 hours, from about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon up until about 8, 9 o'clock in the evening, and I'd only eat between those times. That's intermittent fasting, and it does have many benefits, fasting. I'm on a bulking kind of thing this year, so it's not possible for me to actually do the fasting, but you can do both. There are lots of benefits. Benefits are as follows, things like fat loss. Now, when I was on the fasting, I was eating the same amount of food and I was actually losing fat, and that wasn't my intention. So there are benefits like that. Fat loss is a great benefit of fasting. Stable blood sugar levels. Because you're going a long time without constantly taking more food in and raising and lowering your blood sugar levels, it stays very stable. So that is a good benefit. I did find my energy levels were more stable while I was fasting. Hunger control. You kind of, I was somebody who ate, 6 times a day from when I woke up, to when I went to bed, and you kind of think, when you eat that regularly, you're so used to eating every couple of hours that you think, if I don't eat, I'm literally going to die. But what it teaches you is hunger control. So when I was fasting for 16 hours, by the end of the fast, you go up and down in hunger, and you realise that hunger comes in waves. It doesn't just build and build and build to the point where you think you're going to die. It comes in waves. So at one point you'll be hungry, then you'll level off a little bit, your blood sugar will kick in, you will feel a difference in your attitude, in yourself, in your body. So it does really teach you about controlling your hunger and about how hungry you really are, as opposed to how hungry you think you are. It removes toxins. So with this, because during the fast I drank water. Some people choose not to drink water. I wouldn't suggest that. But water was the only kind of liquid I had, because other liquids, calories in there, you don't really want that to be classed as any kind of food you're consuming. So I would just have water, and it really did help remove the toxins. I felt a lot better, felt a lot cleaner, because suddenly you're not taking on all these food and different chemicals in food and everything. So it helps you flush out your system a little bit. Growth hormone increase. Now, after you fasted for around about 12 hours, it does increase your growth hormone by quite a lot. A few hundreds of %. And so if you're looking to build muscle, then that is something that you want to take advantage of. And so you can actually build muscle while fasting. It sounds a bit contradictory, but it can happen, and that is because of the growth hormone. Your body thinks that, okay, I'm not getting any food in a moment, I must fight to survive. Because it's fighting to survive, it wants to up your muscle to increase your risk of your chance of survival. If you go too far with the fasting, that can decrease. So I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the other one is longevity. Obviously, this isn't something that I can experience through 4 months, but it is something there's been a lot of studies done, especially on people who fast for long periods of time and how long they live and around that. So it does prove to actually help you live longer. I think personally, mostly because you're not constantly pounding your digestive system all the time and using up your body's energy on trying to digest food constantly throughout the day. But longevity is something that is proven to help. Now, with the fasting, I would say restrict it to a 36-hour maximum. Now, if you've never heard of fasting for these kind of benefits before, that might already sound crazy, but there are people that do that, and it does kind of give you a realization of your body and things like hunger control and blood sugar levels and stuff like that. So, I would recommend maybe trying that if you can. There will come a point in there where you think, I'm actually going to die if I don't get some food right now, but it won't be the case. As long as you're relatively healthy when you start this, then it might be something to try out and see how you go. But definitely drink lots of water when you do. But I would say restricted 36-hour maximum, because if you do go over that, your body will start using muscle for fuel, because it will go beyond the point of increasing your growth hormone to thinking I need to survive because I might need to hunt and kill something soon, because we're all very primal, deep down. But it goes to the point of where now it needs to just survive on itself because it's not getting any food. And so if you go past the 36 hour, you can't start using your muscle for food. It won't happen before that, but afterwards, most probably. electrolyte imbalances. You want to make sure that if you go over that, you're going to start drinking water and not getting any food or nutrients in. You're going to start flushing out a lot of your good vitamins and minerals and things like that, and enzymes, and you don't really want to do that, because that's going to then probably make you ill. And of course the last one is death, but you would need to go far beyond that 36-hour mark. Now, so I hope that gives you a little bit more insight on my experience of fasting and kind of the benefits it can give you as well. I would say that it is a healthy thing to do, and especially if you're looking to get some of these benefits, it is something that you might want to try out. But if you've got any questions on it, please let me know. Don't forget to like the video if you do like it. I hope I gave you some good information. I'd love it if you could subscribe as well. If not, I'll see you on the next episode.